Arcane Waters is an upcoming pirate and farming themed MMO in which you can explore on foot or by a ship, farm various crops and plants, interior design your own house, and battle through skeletons, pirates and other enemies Jack Sparrow wouldn't fight sober. I am Dorian the Explorian and I had the chance to play Arcane Waters in the latest playtest on Steam. My first impressions as well as some information about the game itself will be the topic of this video, so let's get started. My journey began in the character customization, which was simple with a couple of skin tones, hairstyles, clothes and various color options to choose from. However, the last option was quite interesting regarding the professions. As a veteran MMORPG player, it reminded me of the typical choice of combat class, but it is just a way to fasten certain skill progressions. Since I'm a 90s kid and was raised by a TV, I chose a straw hat with a red ribbon, and so I started my journey stranded on a beach. Picking up all kinds of items, I petted a raccoon, jumped over a river and encountered my first enemy. In a simple tactical combat I had the choice of 3 stances affecting the damage I dealt, as well as the damage I took, and 3 attacks with various effects and recast timers. My character has a blue bar indicating when I can take an action. It feels quicker or slower depending on my previous action. So for example, if I execute a basic attack, keybinded on 1, my bar feels much faster compared to the flaming sword binded on 3. Which can ignite the enemy for a damage over time effect. After taking the skeleton down, I jump on a ship navigating to the next port. Arriving at Port Haven, I am accompanied by a handful of other players, and an indicator that up to 50 players could be active at a time. And before you ask me if this is enough to count as an MMO, I don't know, I'm not that smart. Go ask Josh Strife-Hayes, he might know this. Back at the port, I find a shipyard, a couple of shops, an auction board where I can sell to other players, and a plot of land just for me. But before I start my work as a farmer, I talked to Edwin, receiving his revolver, which I am testing out on a set of Pirates of the Caribbean. Beating the last skeleton, I turn my eye to my plot of land, choosing a layout for the farm as well as for the house, which, without any furniture, looks quite depressing, so I immediately leave the house and plant some crops. Watering them in short intervals results in a fruitful harvest, which I sell in the shop for a quick profit gain. Jumping back on the ship, it is exploring time. Encountering a couple of pirate ships, which I can take down with 5 different set of cannons, each with their own cooldown, I loot their goods and temporarily upgrade my ship at the next shipyard. A bit more exploration and a few more pirate ships sinking later, I make my way to the next area and holy crap! That's the Kraken. A violent fight erupts with chopped off tentacles, powerful cannon blasts, and me heroically drowning. Oh shit. But a quick respawn at the beginning of the map and an already weakened Kraken later, I sail to the nearest port as the victor. Close to the port is a pirate-filled area, which I fight my way through, mine a bunch of ores and encounter a wishing well, giving me a bunch of temporary buffs before facing the big bad ant boss, which I take down with wait, what?
I'm not supposed to lose?
After being beaten by the island's boss, even with a huge amount of temporary buffs, I think to myself there must be more to improve my character, and my instinct was correct. My character comes attached with a talent tree, which allows me to not only improve my combat prowess, but my farming, crafting and ship navigation skills as well. During the playtest I sadly neglected the crafting completely due to 2 areas which consumed all of the playtime I had: exploration and naval PvP. The former is being done by a ship exploration, moving from map area to map area, finding new islands, NPCs in need of help, puzzles with treasure chests at the end, and many more features had me busy for hours, and looking at the size of the world map, well, it left me in awe. Shortly before leaving the playtest, I thought about giving the PvP arena a go. I was positively surprised. 2 teams facing each other at sea with the goal to take down the opponent's turrets, to invade the base, destroying different buildings until the final small island is reachable and gets destroyed, ending the game. This mode was quite similar to a MOBA, but due to the insane fun I had with the naval combat and the lack of toxicity which normally comes accompanied by this type of game, I did not mind at all. Finishing the playtest of Arcane Waters, I am eagerly awaiting the release on the 15th of November on PC, with a price tag not yet officially announced. If you liked what you saw, you can wishlist the game on Steam, and while you're clicking buttons, consider subscribing and leaving a like for more videos like this one. I thank you all for watching and wish you a great day or evening.